there's no graphs this next chapter.
This isn't the next chapter, dude. This is the last lesson. Woohoo! Okay? Okay, so headphones out of our earbuds. Thank you. Okay, this is the last lesson of chapter 9. We do move on to chapter 10 where there are no graphs, but we have this last lesson. This is nothing new. Okay? This is everything you've learned in 9.1, 9.2, and 9.3 put together. So, it's called, okay, thank you for your help. It's called compositions of transformations. What that means is a composition is more than one. So you're doing 9.1, 9.2, 9.3 to make a composition. Okay? When two transformations are applied to a figure, one after another, the total transformation is called a, so let's write this down, compositions of transformations. It's when you do one right after the other. Compositions of transformations. Lots of big words. So, if we are doing a glide reflection, that's 2 steps. That means we're going to do a slide, because a glide is a slide. You're going to do a slide followed by a reflection. Okay? So, best way to learn this is examples. So, here's our first example. The first one, quadrilateral BGTS, has vertices of these. Okay, so this is your OG. If you like pens or colored pencils, you will need 3 of them today. 3. Why? The original, the first step, and the second step, which is why we might need 3 different colors. So if you need those, go get them now. My colored pencils are on the shelf. No? We good? We gravy? Gucci? What's the new word y'all taught me Friday? Clout. I learned a new word Friday.
No, she knows what it means.
Did you see my Instagram story? I got clout.
Oh, you can say that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm so lame. I go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night. I know.
You really go to sleep at 9:30?
Most of the time I take a pre-nap on the couch before 9 o'clock.
I'll take a nap every day.
Okay, here we go. So that's your OG. Okay, so look. It says graph BGTS. So we've done that. Check. We graphed BGTS. Actually, you didn't. Someone did for you. So you've graphed the OG. Okay? And its image after a translation along 5-0 and a reflection in the x-axis. So they're telling you, hey, you got 2 steps. You have to translate, and then we're going to what? Reflect. So step one, I'm going to do it in purple. First, we need to move by the vector 5-0. Then, after we've translated by the vector 5-0, we need to reflect over the x-axis. So, here's how this is going to work. Remember the primes? I want you to write your new points. This becomes B prime, G prime, T prime, and S prime. Okay, so when you're going from the original to the first step, you need to use your original points. So, am I going to subtract 5 or add 5? Only to the x's. So, on all of these, I'm only going to add 5 to the x's. So, my new B prime becomes 2, 4. G prime becomes 4, 3. T prime becomes, and S prime becomes, okay, I got all these x's just by adding 5. Negative 3 plus 5, negative 1 plus 5, negative 1 plus 5, negative 4 plus 5. Okay, if you're going to mess up on this, here's where you would mess up. From step 1 to step 2, you do not go back to your original points. So if we're reflecting over the x-axis, I need to change the sign of the y. So don't use these points any longer. They're not there any longer. Now, we need to use these points. And because this was our first step, it's called B prime. So if we're going to change these again, it becomes B double prime. You fancy now. Okay? So, if we're reflecting over the x-axis, just change the sign of the y. Well, the y right now is 4, positive, so it becomes, so your new point is to negative 4. Y'all following me? G prime becomes G double prime. That's what the second step is called. We haven't seen this before because we've only done 1 step. Now you have 2 steps. So if you had 3 steps, it would be B triple, which would have 3. Okay? So what is our new G double prime called? Good. T double prime for what? Good. And S double prime? Good. Now, will you go graph those 2 new points or 2 new shapes for me? So I'm going to graph step 1 first. So, after you're graphing this, I'll let you finish. Doesn't this kind of make sense, though? Because look, we had to move 5 this way. So each point is moved 5 over. Then step 2, you wanted to reflect over the x-axis. Here's the x-axis. Isn't each one of these points the same amount from the x-axis? Yeah. You see it? So what happened is you got from here to over here. You slid and then you reflected. So it's not new, right? We just have to put all the pieces together. How was it?
Can we actually say step 1 and step 2?
You can. Okay, y'all ready to try number B? Okay, is the original graphed for us? No, so I need you to go do that now. That's the original. What are our 2 steps to this one? Translate and reflect. So kind of the same as above, right? Can you go put your new points for me? Can you try to make your new points? Remember, once you've used the originals, you don't use them again. Christian, is that what you got? Did you use your calculator or did you do it in your head? Me too. Christian, somebody else double check us. Okay.
That's
Don't just copy them. Use mine to check yours. Mm-hmm. I love how focused how chapter 9 makes y'all so focused. No other chapter makes y'all this focused. What's wrong, Princess? If you get done with B, go on to number 2. Or like example 2A. Do you have any questions on this one? On example B? Who's trying example 2, part A? Who's like on the third one? Okay. $180 around the origin. Doesn't that just mean we change the signs of both of them? You want to flip them? Anybody else get those points?
Yeah. There's number 3. Okay, go on and try number 4 as well.